Takes a while, but I'm excited to start today's lesson. Today is November 14th, 2024. This is the Apprentice Stage, and the second week of every month, we work on what I like to refer to as innovative improvisation. The first week is always the cool song, essential piano exercise, and then the second week we do theory therapy, third week innovative improvisation, fourth week creative composition. So today this is the second week. So we're doing theory therapy. I got ahead of myself. So we're going to be doing theory therapy this week. But what I wanted to talk about, we're going to explain some theory concepts and how you can start to improvise and arrange. So we're kind of blending theory therapy and innovative improvisation in today's lesson. I'm going to be working from my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises today. And we're going to talk about some fun, simple left-hand patterns and some fun New Age sounding music theory. So to start off with, what I wanted to do, I'm going to open this. Again, this is my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises. We're going to go to page number 29 from the book. And on page 29, I show a simple example where we do third intervals with the right hand and the left hand does perfect fifth intervals. Now, this is, again, a New Age style, since this is from the book Essential New Age Piano Exercises. Every piano player should know. These will be New Age piano exercises, and I will show you some compositions I've composed in a New Age style. Let me go to the overhead view. On page 29, this is what we have. Now, again, this is a simple progression. This is found in my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises Every Piano Player Should Know. And this is down on page 29 from the book. Right here, the right hand is starting with third intervals. In New Age music especially, we will do a lot of third intervals. And we do a lot of sixth intervals. And it's interesting because a third interval, when you invert it, if I put the C up on top, a third interval becomes the sixth interval. So essentially, we are doing third or sixth intervals, if you just think of one or both. So I could go to the right, doing third intervals, or I could do a sixth interval. Now, I can play those intervals with my left hand. If I just played a broken fifth interval, I could play around and create some really fun, cool sounding, New Age style music. Now, if I did a sixth interval, I'm only doing third intervals and sixth intervals, and it's really interesting and exciting because as I'm moving up to the right, I'm really not even following a pattern. I mean, I did follow a chord progression where I started with the A minor chord, and then I went to F major, and then I went to C major, and then I went down to G major. My right hand is just doing third intervals or sixth intervals, which, remember, a sixth interval is just a third interval that's been inverted. If I take my third interval here, this is a major third interval. If I take the C and I put it up on top, that is my sixth interval. Major third. Instantly, we can convert and it becomes a new interval. It's a good exercise to practice. Again, this is theory therapy. We're taking the music theory and I'm just playing third intervals or sixth intervals, moving up according to the C major scale. If I start on C, I can play third intervals. I'm just doing third intervals, moving up to the right. I can play sixth intervals, just inverting it. We're going up to the right. My left hand, I was just playing. In this case, I started out with the harmonic perfect fifth interval, but you could also play the melodic fifth interval. Remember, harmonic means harmony. Melodic means melody. So harmonic, you're playing blocked intervals, playing them together at the same time. Melodic means melody, you're playing broken intervals. That's all we're doing. Now, as I'm playing this, it's a very simple piece. Again, this is what I just played right here. So that is what I was just playing. Last little line, we started with C major, then we went to A minor, then F major, and then G major, and we ended on C. This is, again, found on page 29 from my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises Every Piano Player Should Know. That's from this book. I'm going to turn the page within this book, and I want to play on pages 30 and 31. This is what I'm going to be playing now. Again, it's a simple New Age pattern. The right hand, if you notice, is just playing C, D, E, F, E, D. We're just moving up according to the C major pentascale. The word penta means 5. Okay? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A pentagon is a shape that has 5 sides. A pentascale is a scale that has 5 notes. I can start on C. I can start on D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Some are major, some are minor, but I'm just doing a pentascale. With my left hand, I'm going to play a broken perfect fifth interval. That's the melodic fifth, and I'm just going to move up to the right. Now, the way it's written or notated on page 30 right here, I'm actually holding down the pinky. So I'm playing C, D, E, F, G, A. I'm moving up according to the C major scale. But right here is a whole note, and then my thumb is going to hold that down for the rest of the time. Let me play this for you. You can hear how it sounds. This is page 30 and 31 from my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises Every Piano Player Should Know. And then we come down. Pretty simple. We're moving up and we're ascending and descending according to the C major scale. Now, if I then play bottom of page 31, it does this. Again, that was bottom of page 31 from my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises Every Piano Player Should Know. These are simple patterns, New Age sounding patterns, but the reason why we're working on these is so we can start to play around. On the next page, pages 32 and 33, we start moving up in third intervals, and then we start moving up in sixth intervals, kind of what we talked about a few moments ago, where we're moving to the right, just going up in third intervals. And then we're coming down in thirds. Just coming down, doing third intervals, block broken. It's a simple exercise. Then we do the sixth intervals. Going up and down. Now, the reason why we're practicing this is because we will get to the point where we will start to do things like this. I don't know, you can play around, you can do it. I'm just creating that on the spot. But what we're doing, and this is what I want you to understand, you can move up or down either in third intervals or in sixth intervals, and it sounds good. Try it. As you're playing around, try this. With the left hand, I want you to just start off playing the perfect fifth interval. We're going to, let's start with A minor. That's the A minor scale. I'm starting with the A minor chord. So I'm going to do a perfect fifth interval starting on A. I start with A. There's my perfect fifth interval. That's the sixth chord. If you think of the sixth chord progression, we've talked about chords moving up according to the C major scale. This is 6. Then I'm going to drop down to 4, and then I'll go up to the 1 chord, and then I'll drop down to the 5 chord. So it's A minor, down to F major, go up to C major, down to G major. But we're only going to do the perfect fifth interval, and we'll start off doing blocked or harmonic. So we start with A, then drop down to F, then go up to C, and then drop down to G. Now, I'm just pulling these fingers back for demonstration purposes. You would still keep your fingers nice and curved as you play. I'm just demonstrating. So don't try to play it like this. That will throw you off if you try to do that. That's what we're doing. With the right hand, try starting on A and try just doing third intervals. And what we will do is pretend like we're just doing the pentascale, but we're going to do third intervals. So A and C, and then we'll do B and D, and then C and E. Now I did the last two twice. See that? A very simple pattern. Now go down to F, try it on F. Now go up to C, try it on C. Now go down to G, try it on G. That's it. That's all we're doing. Now, what if with the left hand we start breaking that apart? Instead of just holding that A and E, what if we do a broken perfect fifth interval? Now, these are eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A. Then I'm going down to F, going up to C, down to G. My left hand is doing this. That's what my left hand is doing. The right hand is starting on A and C, and then I jump down to F and A, and then I jump up to C, and then I go down to A. Oh, sorry, G. I have to remember which chord progression I'm doing. So we start with A. Now you can go up, you can go down. I could do this. I'm ascending and then descending. Instead of just holding the C and E, I can come back down. Try to take the right hand up an octave. Now I started here with A and C. What if I want to start on the C and E and then come down? You get the same effect, but it's the reverse. So instead of doing this, we're going to go backwards. Okay, that's all we're doing. It's a simple progression. In the book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises, where I have a lot of these exercises in here that you can learn more about, the entire book is all about New Age pieces. I have several different pieces that I've composed in this book. I actually have 20 original New Age compositions. This one is titled New World Adventure. Let me play it for you. You can hear how I took a simple pentascale and the left hand doing a broken perfect fifth interval. And I created a simple piece. Now this is titled New World Adventure. This is not from my latest album and book, which is Adventure Awaits. That's a different album, different book. This is New World Adventure. Listen to this. I'll play it for you. That's it. It's New World Adventure. Right here we have New World Adventure. That's what I just played. A very simple piece. It sounds more difficult than it is. That is found on page, 34 and 35 from my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises. It's fun. It's a simple piece. I'm going to come back here to the front. It's not too difficult, but it's something that you can play around. Remember, this is theory therapy, and we kind of incorporated a little innovative improvisation in today's lesson. But we were focusing on, this is the apprentice stage, so it's more basic, a little more beginner level. We're going to be starting the Maestro stage here in just a few minutes, and we'll expand on this and we'll take it to the next level. And then at 2 o'clock, we will do the Virtuoso stage. But again, this is just from my book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises, every piano player should know. And it's teaching through music theory how we can start to play new age sounding music. And again, all we did with the left hand, we played a perfect fifth interval, either harmonic, blocked, or broken, where you break it apart. The right hand, if you play a lot of third intervals, you can move up and down according to the C major scale, playing third intervals, or you can invert that third interval and it becomes a sixth interval. And instantly, you can actually start to take and play around with those intervals, and it sounds great. If you listen to a lot of David Lawns or, Kurt Bester, I mean, you can list a handful of different new age sounding composers. This is what they do. And a lot of their music, they're just following progressions and patterns using what we just talked about, third intervals and sixth intervals. And it's really fun. You can break them apart, but it sounds great. So try that at home, see what you can come up with. Again, you can buy the book, Essential New Age Piano Exercises, on my website, musicmotivation.com. You can get the PDF book, or you can get the studio license if you're a teacher, or you can buy the Spiral Bound book from my website. We sell the entire series on my website, musicmotivation.com. If you want the paperback book, you can buy that from Amazon, and they should have it there within 1 or 2 days. If you're a Prime member, you should be able to get my book there within a day or two. So if you buy it from Amazon, not from me, it will take a few days longer, but if you buy the paper book from Amazon, you should have it in a day or two. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to end this lesson right now, and I wanted to read one of my motivational poems from my poetry book, Poetry That Motivates. So I have 2 poetry books that I've written, and you can buy these from Amazon.com as well. But I want to read, I like to try to inspire and motivate individuals, and that's why my company is called Music Motivation. But I want people to kind of think about how they can improve and do their best in everything they do. So from my book, Poetry That Motivates, we're going to end with this motivational, inspirational poem. It's titled, Feast Upon the Words I Can. This is what it says. It's on page 13. Be weary of the words I won't. Be cautious of the words I can't. Carefully choose the words you use, the do's you do and the don'ts you don't. Think about what you tell yourself, what you harbor as fear, guilt, or remorse. For the words you tell your heart are real and can alter at once your entire life's course. The words I can't and the words I won't instill in oneself a firm belief. They dictate what you do and they become who you'll be. I can't and I won't is what despair wants you to believe. Focus on the words I will. Feast upon the words I can. Believe in yourself and then create your plan. Now follow it through and become a noble man or woman. I wrote that for myself, but become noble. And it's about doing your best. Do not focus on the words I can't. Do not focus on the words I won't. Feast upon the words I can. And that's the motivational, inspirational words of wisdom for today. We're going to be starting the Maestro Stage here in just a minute. So we'll end this and then we'll start that up. Thank you to everyone who attended our live lesson. Hope you have a wonderful day. Those of you who are watching the recordings within the course, within your site, membership site, you can rewatch this as often as you'd like. But let me know if you have any questions about anything. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. See you.